Butter chicken or murgh makhani as it's called is one of the most iconic Indian dishes. When most people think of Indian food, this is the first dish that comes to mind. Today we're making a butter chicken at home that's going to be as close to an authentic restaurant style dish as possible. Make this for friends and family and I promise they will be wanting more. Butter chicken for life. Horns up and welcome to a brand new episode of Headbangers Kitchen. Folks, you know it. I like butter chicken, you like butter chicken, everybody loves butter chicken. I've made butter chicken 5 times on this channel already and you can click here on the I button and check out the full playlist. So what's special about today's butter chicken? Well, today's butter chicken is a little different. It's a little more authentic and closer to the original and a little more restaurant-like. Anyway, you be the judge of that once you make it. Enough jibber jabber, let's get cooking. For this recipe, we are going to be using boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Dark meat is always more flavorful and very hard to overcook. The chicken gets marinated twice. For the first marinade, we use salt, Kashmiri red chili powder, ginger garlic paste, and the juice of half a lime. Give it a good mix and set it aside while we make the second marinade. We start with some mustard oil, more red chili powder, mix that well so that the color pops, then in goes some thick yogurt, kasuri methi or dried fenugreek leaves, and some store-bought tandoori masala. And then give it all a good mix. And our second marinade is done and ready. Add the chicken to that, give it a good mix and then set it aside. Now I cut some butter and I put it into a bowl because we're making some smoked butter. I also take some foil and then I fold it a couple of times. Using my bowl, I make another bowl out of the foil. I add that foil bowl and the butter bowl into the bowl which has my chicken. That's a lot of bowlception right there. I heat up a coal on the stove and then put it in the foil bowl, hit that with some ghee, and once the coal starts to smoke, I cover it and let the chicken and the butter both smoke and grab onto those flavors. To make the makhani sauce, I heat a little ghee in the pan, add some butter, cumin seeds, green cardamom, cloves, black cardamom, cinnamon, mace, some red onion, and then I saute it till the spices become aromatic. Then in goes a bay leaf, some garlic cloves, and some chopped ginger. Saute and then add in coriander stems, tomatoes, season with salt, red chili powder, cumin powder, turmeric powder, coriander powder, and garam masala powder. Saute for a few minutes and then add some water and cover and cook this for at least 15 to 20 minutes. Then I realized I forgot one of the most important ingredients, the cashew nuts. So I added them in and let that continue cooking. After 20 minutes that's done, so I let it cool down and then add it to a blender and blitz it till I have a nice smooth paste. A thick but smooth paste. That's our makhani sauce ready. Now I take the lid off the chicken, I get out the smoked butter, and now it's time to cook the chicken. Get the pan on the stove and heat up some oil and then fry the chicken. Now while that chicken fries, let me give you a handy tip. It's much better to cook the chicken on a non-stick pan because the marinade will not stick to the pan and it will reduce down and stick to the chicken instead. Or just grill the chicken if you have a barbecue or pop it in your oven and bake it. You can see the marinade has stuck to the pan and it's burning. So anyway, once the chicken is cooked, I remove it from the pan. Now I use this papad jali and I give the chicken a kiss of fire. This will give it that charred smoky flavor that tandoori chicken has. Unless of course you have a tandoor in your house, in which case just cook it in that, but otherwise this is a decent alternative. Once that's done, it's time to chop up that chicken and damn, that's still nice and juicy. Cut it into long strips and the chicken is now ready. Get your pan back on the stove and now we strain our makhani sauce. Use a spatula and make sure you don't waste any. This makes for a silky smooth restaurant style sauce because all the tomato and spice fibers that didn't get pulverized get caught in the sieve and the sauce becomes super silky. Also rinse your blender so you waste nothing and then in goes your chopped chicken along with all the resting juices from the plate. Give it a good mix and now add a bit of honey to sweeten and balance the sauce, kasuri methi, heavy cream and that smoked butter and give it all a good mix. And our butter chicken is now ready. Serve it in your fanciest bowl and finish with a bit more kasuri methi, cream, smoked butter and some coriander to garnish. Now that's pretty as a picture. Time for me to taste. Got a paratha and dove right into that butter chicken. And oh man, that is delicious. Hey folks, I hope you enjoyed this recipe video, and I'm not tasting because, well, you just saw me eat that butter chicken, and let me tell you, it was delicious, creamy, and just so smoky thanks to that smoky butter and that smoky chicken. I do hope you're gonna try and make this version of the dish. Let me know how it turns out, and as always, tips and tricks will be on the blog post on headbangerskitchen.com because there's always something that could be improved on. Anyway, enough jibber jabber. I will see you on the next episode of Headbangers Kitchen. Until then, cheers and keep cooking. A big thank you to everybody who supports me on Patreon and here on the YouTube channel memberships. You are all awesome. Thank you for making these videos possible. And if you'd like to support what I do, the links are in the video description box just below this video. Till next time, cheers and keep cooking.